Alright everyone, so I am actually in my new shop. Well, new shop. It's not really a new shop as much as it is just a different location in my house. I have a cabinet over there, have the lathe behind me, have, let's see here, turn it around. Let's see outside. There's the CNC right there. So, got my workbench right here. So, anyway, today the thing I'm going to be working on is, so I've got all the parts cut out for these Wine Caddies, and it's really hard to find good plywood. So the plan was always to, cut out whatever design I was going to do here, and then the edge, instead of doing edge banding, because it's going to be difficult to get the edge banding around there, I'm just going to paint the edges around here. But you can tell there are a lot of flaws that are in that the wood there, so that center core. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and do a lot of the wood fill on putting those together. You just finished watching me do about 2 hours worth of sanding that I dropped down to a minute, so that was kind of fun. Maybe I'll do the same thing here. I'll just record myself the entire time and probably put it through super fast motion and just see what it looks like. So here we go. So that's really boring. I'm not going to film any more of that. Alright, so I took a few minutes as I'm working on the wine racks. I took a few minutes because I wanted to be able to round over the edges with a router, and I do have my router outside in my shop, but I also happen to have this router here that I had bought for the CNC, but this is the wrong size to fit the CNC, so this router, it was more of a preemptive purchase before I thought about doing it. And anyway, so I have this laying around, well, I don't want to laying around, but I have this router, and I thought, I know exactly how I'm going to put this to use. I'm going to make myself a router table for inside. So, part of the original plan had this piece of plexiglass, Lexan, whatever it is, that I drilled some holes in, put the router through there, and then I just went over on the CNC and routed out this channel in here. This thing fits in there, nice and flush on there, and now I just need to build a little box. Then I've got a little more portable router table. The router table that I have out in the shop is an entire table. It's way too big to move. So this will give me the ability to do, smaller pieces like I've got for the wine rack. Okay folks, so I've got lots of things that I've got going on right now, and in order to get some of them done, I have to get others done and put others on hold. So while I am almost ready to start doing the finish process on the wine racks, one of the things that I had that's a problem is all of the grooves that are cut into these, well, they're too small. They're too small because I trusted the big box store to actually tell me what the width of this was when I bought the material, instead of doing the wise thing and using my calipers to get the right gauge. So, as a result, all of these don't fit. obviously this one goes here, but it doesn't go in there because it is too big. It is too big by too much. So I need to be able to take the size of this down or take the size of this up. Taking the size of this up is going to be considerably harder than taking the size of this down. So all of the edges have got a 1/4 inch round over so that they'll all fit where the cuts were made. So in order to fit into here, a little 1/4 inch round over there. So all the boards that have that, except for the ones that will butt up against in here, which are absolutely flat. So I don't need to, oh, I forgot I have to do the back edge of this. Nope. They're not all done. I have more to do. So let's hook up the vacuum again. Obviously, the vacuum doesn't do the best job in the world, but it gets most of it, and if I can keep my dust at least slightly under control while I'm in here, the better off I'm going to be, because I will have to clean up a lot less than when I was over in the old part of the house. Oh, old shop, we'll just call it the old shop. When I was in the old shop, I didn't have anything that was really good for getting rid of dust, and I'd oftentimes just let it go for months on end and then clean one day. And it took me forever. Hopefully here I will do a much better job of that, and I won't have such a horrible mess, especially tracking. I'm inside my house after all, so I won't be tracking it upstairs and pissing off my wife. All right, I'm going to be doing that for hours, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm just going to go ahead and be cleaning out, sanding the insides of those lines so that they look nice and clean, and I don't have to worry about when I paint them any kind of dust getting in the way of being able to adhere to the wood and then causing bad spots when it's all done. So that's what I'm going to do now. Well, I guess that tells me that all the power in the basement is connected to one circuit. Okay, that one scared me a little bit. I know I got my hands in there. I probably shouldn't have them that close. There were small pieces that I'm working with. And as long as I have the blade engaged before I actually start to cut, it shouldn't be a problem. The problem I think I had, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I don't think I had the blade engaged until it actually was on the wood, and it just grabbed that thing, ripped it right out of my hands. I don't have any idea how close my fingers are, but they're all still there. Whew. So that was dry fit. I now have to take it apart to glue it. It's really hard to put together. Oh my God. I mean, that's like a super tight fit. I mean, obviously, it all goes together. Look at that. I mean, I'm holding it just by that. That thing is rock solid in there. It's very stiff, but obviously I don't want it to like accidentally come apart. Which means I need to glue.